Hey guys. Good Friday night, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. We'll get rolling here in just a minute. Good evening, Johnny and Joseph. Friday's here and we can all be happy. Yes. I hear you. We'll give it another minute or two, see if anybody else drops in before we get started. You know what? I forgot the darn World Series even started today. Watched a little bit of SmackDown tonight while I worked on a few things. Got the sign up post all ready to go for next week, or that will bust next week. And as I say that, let me grab that box. So let me step away for just a second and I'll be right back and we'll get started. All right. All right, we got 5 people here. So we got a few people that doesn't look like have made themselves known to in the chat. That's okay. Go ahead and get started here. I think I'm going to start with the football. And then we'll finish it off with baseball. And we'll talk about next week. Oh, these shadows are horrible tonight. All right, so first up, getting this professional show on the road here. 1994 Collector's Edge, the Boss Squad. I liked Collector's Edge back in the day. I bought some of their draft pick basketball stuff. I think I grabbed some of their football. I don't think I've never opened any of this product before. But when I saw it on the shelf at my little honey hole, I couldn't resist. It's one of those that I purchased and then I just kind of crossed my fingers that there'd be enough interest to make this work. Now, I don't always do pre-1995 football since my Panthers didn't start playing until 95, but sometimes you just go with what's on the shelf. Let's get all these out. All right, left with an empty box. Joseph, if you want a wrapper, let me know. If anybody else wants a wrapper, let me know. The packs are stick together. Hopefully the cards will be okay. So here we go. 6-player cards, FX insert cards, tough plastic stock, boss redemption cards, Edge Quest 2, spell and win, individual serial number on every card, silver foil on every base card, super limited production. Boss Squad are 1 and 2 packs, rookies 1 and 2, bonus FX 1 and 7, super bonus FX 1 and 200, Edge Quest 2 1 and 9. That looks like it. Good luck, everybody. Hey, good evening, Ben. Just in time. So there we go. There's our first card, Ricky Sanders for the Redskins. Big old silver Collector's Edge Boss Squad logo on the top of the card. Here is the back. Nice shot of the stadium at the time. A couple of years of stats and a headshot. And there's the serial number. I don't remember what these things are numbered to, or how many they made, the production, but there you go. Only thing about the Collector's Edge cards is the color seems a little faded. It seems a little washed out. Looks more so on the camera than it does in person, but yeah, that's kind of a bummer. But overall, clean design. Emmitt Smith. And we have a sweet Emmitt Smith Boss Squad. I love the acetate cards. These are, I like this. This is nice. Good 90s insert. The late Junior Seau. Marcus Allen for the Chiefs. And Wade Wilson. Didn't know. I guess this was pre-Deadpool. No, just kidding. For the Saints. Bad joke, I know. All right, come on, sleeve. Next up, Mark Clayton for the Pack. Hardy Nickerson for the Bucks. Troy Aikman, Cowboys. Leroy Thompson, Steelers. Here's an Edge Quest 2B, which was this is one you had to mail in. Collect all the cards to spell Edge or Ball Squad. Yeah, so I don't know. If anybody is dying to have this card, let me know. And we have a Boss Rookies, Dan Wilkinson for the Bengals. Good evening, Johnny. Reggie Cobb for the Bucks. And we have a Ball Squad checklist. So even the checklist is acetate, which kind of makes the top 6 names a little harder to read. We'll slide that card to the back of the stack. Not Seymour, but Marion Butts. Chargers. Steve Atwater, Broncos. Robert Del Pino for the Broncos. And then look at this. An Edge FX Sterling Sharp for the Pack. So it is a gold plastic, I guess. Maybe it's acetate just with a covering on it, but that's different. It's pretty cool. So we got an acetate checklist, and then maybe a gold opaque acetate. This is 1994, but that's kind of a cool card. So those, I wonder if that's consider the bonus FX that are 1 in 7 packs. Dan Marino kicks off our next pack. Deion Figures, Steelers. Nick Lowry, KC. Jim McMahon, Vikings. Neil O'Donnell, Steelers. And another, okay, we already pulled this one. Dan Wilkinson, Boss Rookies. So that is a dupe. Lewis Oliver. Looks like they're playing in the snow in that picture. Craig Erickson for the Bucks. Got a Sterling Sharp Ball Squad insert. Craig Townsend, Raiders. Anthony Miller, Chargers. And Junior Seau, Chargers. Who was the Johnny? Who was the first pick of the 94 draft? Willie Davis, KC. Oh, it was. Okay, cool. Ricky Jackson for the Saints. Boss rookies, Heath Schuler. And I remember him being the talk of the hobby back in the early 90s. So I got a Heath Schuler. Edgar Bennett, the Pack, Darrell Green, Redskins, and Greg Cragen, the Broncos. I think I opened a lot of collector's choice football in '94 because I seem to remember having a lot of Marshall Faulk and Heath Schuler cards. Jesse Hester for the Colts, Levon Kirkland, Steelers, Roosevelt Potts, Colts, Brad Muster for the Saints, Ty Detmer for Green Bay, and Tim Brown, Ball Squad, Raiders. These ball squads are worth the price of admission right there. Eric Green for the Steelers. Jay Novacek, Cowboys. Joel Steed, Steelers. Chris Zorchich, Bears, the Bears. Renato Turnbull for the Saints, and Andre Rison, Ball Squad. There's Andre Rison's base card. And we got a Boss Rookies Aaron Glenn for the New York Football Jets. Doug Reisenberg, Giants. Phil Simms, Giants. Randall Hill, Cardinals. Alvin Harper for the Cowboys. And a Boss Rookies checklist, which is just a paper. So, yeah. Marshall Faulk, Bruce Isaac. No. That's a different. Never mind. Yeah. I guess you could say Faulk would be the best of the bunch. Mike Pritchard for the Falcons. Herschel Walker for the Eagles. Shannon Sharp. Bobby Hebert. And Deion Sanders for the Falcons. That's why I grabbed the Falcons. And Ricky Prohl, Cardinals. Oh, we got another bonus. But first, we got a Leonard Russell ball squad for the Pats. And we got a Troy Aikman Edge FX. So these are nice cards. And look at this. This is like a hot pack. Shante Carver, Boss Rookie. So 3 cards in a row, inserts, followed by Gary Brown, Freddie Joe Nunn, and Garrison Hurst. I guess I'll sleeve these later in an effort to speed things up. Alfred Williams, the Bengals. Ricky Waters, San Fran. Steve Young, San Fran. Pepper Johnson, Giants. Pat Swilling, Lions. And Chris Spielman for the Lions. TJ Rubley, the Rams. It's an Edge Quest letter A. And Lake Dawson, Boss Rookies. KC. Eric Metcalf for the Browns. Vinny Testaverde for the Browns. Rodney Peete for the Lions. Odessa Turner, San Fran. Drew Bledsoe for the Pats. And we got a Terminator. Thurman Thomas Ball Squad. Bills. Oh, that's you, Johnny. Leonard Marshall for the Jets. Rob Moore for the Jets. And Chris Burkett for the Jets. Bruce Smith, Bills. Quentin Coriat, Colts. Craig Hayward for the Bears. Desmond Howard, Skins. Ernest Givens for the Oilers. Edgar Bennett for the Pack. There we go. There's a Marshall Faulk Boss Rookies. Followed by a Jerome Bettis Ball Squad, the Bus. Terrell Buckley. Broderick Thomas. Tom Waddle for the Bears. And Brian Noble for the Pack. I think the shop had another box of this on the shelf. I'd be interested in buying it just to try to put together a Ball Squad and Boss Rookies set. Boomer Esiason, Thurman Thomas, Ronnie Lott, Lawrence Dawsey, and a Edge FX Joe Montana, and Ricky Irvin's Skins. Yeah, I'm enjoying this a lot more than I thought that I would. Jerry Rice Ball Squad. I mean, that is just a nice card. and I drop it. Neil Smith, KC. Curtis Conway, Bears. Sterling Sharp again. Chris Dolman for the Vikings, and Art Monk for the Skins. Yeah, Johnny, I had to check to see who had the 49ers. I know Hal sometimes grabs them. David Klingler for the Bengals. Dana Stubblefield, Saints. San Fran. Webster Slaughter for Houston. Rick Meyer, Seahawks. Chris Warren, Seahawks. And Cortez Kennedy, Seahawks. Steve Berline. Liked him. Now we got a Ball Squad Steve Young. And a Balls Rookies Jeff Burris. Haywood Jeffries, North Carolina State alumni. Lorenzo White for the Oilers, and a Jerome Bettis. All right, we are about halfway through the box. Still got plenty to open. We have the Barry Foster for the Steelers, Neil Anderson. Got another Balls Rookies, Bryant Young. I believe that's for the 49ers, yep. Ageless Wonder, Morton Anderson for the Saints. Never thought he would retire. Hey, we got this guy. Doesn't he like to send pictures to women? Brett Favre. Yeah, these cards are really nice looking. And the texture, and they're really nice cards. The photos just are washed out. The color is just not as vibrant as it should. I mean, Chris Carter there. But still, I mean, they're not bad. I'm happy they're not sticking together. Ooh, right off the top, Sterling Sharp, Edge FX. Leslie O'Neal for the Chargers. Richard Dent, Bears. Reggie White, Packers. Seth Joyner, Eagles. Another Morton Anderson. Jeff Hostetler for the Raiders. Glenn Milburn, Broncos. Eric Allen, Eagles. Shane Conlon for the Rams. Henry Ellard, Rams. Eric Kramer. Okay, it's another NC State alum. Yes, he is. For the Tigers. Lions. I'm thinking Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh, my. We got Ball Squad Chris Warren for the Seahawks. Gary Clark, Cardinals. Anthony Edwards, Cardinals. Patrick Hunter, Seattle. Andre Ware, Tigers. See, there I go again. Lions, and Brett Perryman for the Lions. Leonard Russell for the Pats. Spencer Tillman, Houston. Warren Moon, Houston. Now that card looks, actually the colors look much brighter and vibrant on that compared to like I said, I don't know, on my camera they look a little washed out. Could be the lighting. But the Warm Moon, that's actually one of the best looking cards, I feel like. Now the back is a little blurry, but the front, man, the colors on the front pop. Michael Jackson, Edge Quest Redemption, and a Boss Rookies, Chris. Not even going to pronounce that last name. Giants. You already make enough fun of me, guys. I'm not going to try to butcher that last name. Chris Dishman for the Oilers. Daniel Stubbs, Bengals. Got a Gary Brown ball squad for the Oilers. And an Edge FX Anthony Miller for the Chargers. Yeah, they're acetate. I can see my finger behind the card. So yeah, it's just with the opaque coating on there. Ken Norton and Tony Casillas for the Cowboys. Ma Malanga. Vi Sikahema. Eagles. Tim Brown, Raiders. Michael Haynes, Falcons. Fred Barnett, Eagles. Randall Cunningham, Eagles. And there's a Bobby Hebert ball squad for the Falcons. So I got 2 cards towards building that set then. John Copeland, Bengals. Mark Carrier, future Carolina Panther for the Browns. Here's a Jerry Rice. And we got Boomer Esiason ball squad for the Jets. Joseph. Sean Gilbert, Rams. Troy Drayton, Rams. Guess we've almost spelled Edge. Simon Fletcher. Derek Thomas, KC. Eric Martin, Saints. Derek Finner, Bengals. Kevin Butler, Bears. Yeah, it does seem like the last 2 or 3 cards are of the same team. Don Beebe, another future Carolina Panther. Mark Kelso, both for the Bills. Tommy Vardell, Browns. Terry Kirby, Dolphins. Mark Ingram, Dolphins. And another Dolphin, John Offerdahl. Man, who did not see that coming? John Taylor for San Fran. Michael Brooks for the Giants. Mark Jackson, Giants. Wilbur Marshall, Oilers. There's a Phil Simms ball squad for the Giants, followed by a Bert Emanuel, Boss Rookies for Philly. Speaking of Philly, what's the score of the game? Greg McMurtry, Pats. Curtis Duncan, Oilers. John Elway, Edge FX. Reggie Langhorne, Colts. Dean Biasucci, Colts. Steve Entman, Colts. 5-5. Wow. Verlander on the mound. I wasn't expecting Philly to muster much offense. Herman Moore. Is that a catch? Is it not? With today's NFL rules, who the heck knows? There's a Troy Aikman Boss Squad, followed by a David Palmer Boss Rookies. Tom Rathman, 49ers. Brian Blades, Seattle. Daryl Talley, Bills. 3 to go. 3 to go. We've got enough of these Boss Rookies checklists that everybody will get one. O.J. McDuffie, Dolphins. Willie Rolfe, Saints. Carl Banks, Redskins. Michael Irvin, Ball Squad. And a Dwayne Washington, another NC State alum. Vikings. Randall McDaniel, Vikings. Leon Lett, another snow game. Irvin Fryer, Dolphins. Kevin Smith, Cowboys. Eric Pegram, Boss Squad. Marshall Faulk, there we go. And Neil Smith. And our final pack. And we start off with an Edge FX Emmitt Smith. Ricky Irvins, Jack Del Rio, Stan Humphries, Jim Harbaugh, and Willie Gault. Finish this off. Do a little housekeeping here. So I will go back and sleeve up all these acetate cards, but yeah, we I'm not sure. I guess the boss number in the corner is, or the rookie number is the actual card number. So yeah, these Edge FX, pretty cool. Troy Aikman, Montana. Sterling Sharp, Anthony Miller, John Elway, Emmitt Smith, and another Sterling Sharp. The Ball Squad, Russell, Thomas, Bettis, Rice, Young, Warren, Brown, Hebert, Iison, Sims, Aikman, Irvin, Pegram, Risen, Smith, Sharp, and Tim Brown, and our checklist, which I'll have to figure out a way to figure out who is most deserving of that. And the Boss rookies, Carver, Dawson, Falk. We had 2 Falks? How did I miss that? Burris, Young, that dude, Emmanuel, Palmer, Washington. Yep, there's our Falk. 2 Wilkinsons, a Schuler, and an Aaron Glenn. So what's your let the dice decide? Yeah. That's a good idea. So what's your take on Collector's Edge football? Is that something you wouldn't mind seeing again? I know the shop had Excalibur, which I've seen a few of those cards. A lot like this. The photos are a little washed out, but not too bad. You know, I like to mix in these older boxes from time to time. But yeah, it's definitely not something I want to make a regular thing out of, unless overwhelmingly everybody else says yes. Yeah, I think we got shut out in the Barry Sanders department. That's a little surprising. But keep your eyes peeled. You might see something like this pop up again in a future break. I dig cards that are yeah, much cheaper. I think the highest any team in this break was what, $3, and $3 for the 49ers, and got you a couple of really cool inserts, if nothing else. So, all right, now, geez, I've been sitting on this box forever. This was a request by Joey Negro. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your last name right, Joey. He asked for this box some time ago, and it just kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. This is, of course, this was before they did blasters. 21 packs, 10 cards per pack. This is the inaugural year of MVP, which I believe took the place of Collector's Choice. That's kind of the low end brand for Upper Deck. But these boxes were those ones that you'd find at Kmart and places like that prior to blasters. So a good portion of this box is loaded up with good old environmentally friendly and styrofoam. Let's see. Inserts include Swing Time 1 in 6, Scout's Choice 1 in 9, Power Surge 1 in 9, Super Tools 1 in 14, Dynamics 1 in 28. The Pro Sign autographs are 1 in 216. And then Silver Script are 1 in 2, which does not include Mark McGwire autograph cards or Mark McGwire game used souvenirs, even though he's the poster child. Thank you for the correction, Johnny. I can always rely on you for the correction. All right, so here we have Fernando Tatis Sr. Card backs. I enjoyed these when they first came out. Edgar Martinez for the Mariners. Big Sexy. Bartolo Colon, Indians. Eric Milton for the Twins. Jim Parquet, the White Sox. AJ Przinsky for the Twins. Preston Wilson for the Fish. And George Lombard, Braves. No worries, Johnny. I appreciate the correction. Some of these years and stuff gets jumbled in my head. It's a young AJ Hinch. Athletics. Dustin Hermanson for the Expos. Dean Palmer, Tigers. David DeLucci, the Diamondbacks. Tony Gwynn, Padres. Always a good pack when you pull a Gwynn. Brian McRae for the Mets. Dante Bichette for the Rockies. Rusty Greer, Rangers. Shane Monahan, Mariners. And Jeremy Giambi for the Royals. Surprisingly, I haven't seen a Silver Script yet. Randy Johnson, Diamondbacks. Sean Green, Blue Jays. Here we go. Carlos Beltran, Silver Script for KC. And here's our first insert, a Power Surge, Albert Bell for the Orioles. Shiny foil front to the card. Cliff Floyd, Marlins. Javier Lopez for the Braves. Ugeth Urbina, Expos. Ron Gant for the Phillies. Is that considered as rookie? Not a true rookie, but gotcha. Ray Durham from my hometown. Barry Bonds. So is this pre-roids? Dean Palmer, Tigers. DeLucci for the Diamondbacks. McRae, Mets. Bichette, Rockies. Man, the collation already hitting. Derek Lee for the Marlins. JT Snow for the Giants. Wally Joyner, Padres. Mike Kincaid, Mets. Ooh, yeah. Yep, I know which card you're talking about, Johnny. Yeah, I don't remember the player. They switched the photo, but yeah, I remember that being a thing. Oh, man. Dang, I should have took the Angels. Got a silver script, Tim Salmon. Actually, might already have that card, but pretty nice. Al Leiter for the Mets. Pedro Martinez for the Red Sox. Paul O'Neill, Yankees. Steve Finley, Diamondbacks. Jim Leyritz, Padres. And look, we got another silver script in the same pack. Barry Bonds. That's pretty cool. Regardless of personal feelings. There's another early super collection that I started, Brad Fulmer, for the Expos. Don't ask me why I started a collection of him, but still have it. Kerry Wood for the Cubs. David Wells, Blue Jays, and an Eddie Taubensee for the Reds. Yeah, I was sad to see Upper Deck go too. Their last year that was not fully licensed was not the greatest bang to go out on, but yeah, I miss Upper Deck. Mike Messina, Orioles. Miguel Tejada, A's. Got F.P. Santangelo. Love his name. Giants. Matt Morris for the Cardinals. Jeff Bagwell for the Stros. Nomar Garcia-Parra for the Red Sox. Hideo Nomo for the Mets. Todd Zeile for the Rangers. Edgar Renteria for the Cardinals. And Robin Ventura for the Mets. Miguel Tejada. Hey, it's not as weird as Eric Hinsky or Brad Fulmer or even my main guy, Ray Ordonez. But hey, makes it fun because it's hard to be a player collector these days. For modern players, man, especially like if you truly want to be a super collector, I just don't see how you can do it anymore. Andrew Jones, Alex Gonzalez, Ricky Ledee, Yankees, J.D. Drew, Cardinals, Scott Brocious, Yankees, Jeremy Benitez. It's a cool picture there, climbing the wall, Brewers. Kenny Lofton hustling around the bases for the Indians. Another Renteria, another Ventura, and a Richard Delgado for the Astros. We've got an insert in this pack. Another Ray Durham, another Bonds, Henry Rodriguez for the Cubs, David Segui for the Mariners, silver script, Bobby Smith for the Devil Rays, and a Power Surge, Vlad. Goes to Jennifer. Almost kept the Expos. Derek Lee for the Marlins. Kevin Tapini for the Cubs, or Tapani. Never remember how he pronounced his last name. Now look at that. That is a Panini baseball photo if I've ever seen one. Jason Varitek. So people give Panini crap for the no logos and stuff, but like other card companies were taking photos of players with no logos, and it slipped by. And final card of the pack, Todd Zeal. Speaking of weird player collections, does anybody collect? I know Ben Martin. I know he collects players with his last name. I only know of one player that had my first name and they didn't spell it the same way, but Colby, I think it was Colby Ward, or maybe it was Turner. Now I can't remember. I think it was Ward. I think he was a journeyman. But I have another journeyman that shares my same birthday, day, year, and month. Bruce Chin. And it's kind of fun because, ain't nobody chasing him. Oh, yeah, Colby Rasmus. I forgot about him. But yeah, it's kind of fun having those no-name player collections because you can find some cool stuff and some parallels and don't have to worry about breaking the bank. Yeah, Chen played I think he pitched 16 seasons or something like that. Henry Rodriguez, Andrew Jones, Gonzalez, Segui, Drew. We've seen all these. All right, here is a silver script, Alex Ochoa for the Brew Crew. Tapani, Brocious, Mark Portugal for the Red Sox, and a Ken Griffey Jr. And it's a checklist. But it's still a Griffey. Jeff King. Got the sun in his eyes. Royals. Ricky Henderson for the Mets. Another power surge, Frank Thomas. Nice. Who had the White Sox? Joseph. Got you a big hurt. Oh, look at that. Followed by a Big Poppy for the Twins. Let's say 99 was his second full year in the league, looks like. Tino Martinez for the Yanks. Chipper, Larry Wayne Jones. Eli Marrero, Jim Edmonds for the Angels, and Emil Brown for the Pirates. And then we have another insert, Swing Time. This is pretty cool, like blueprints. Hinch, Dustin Hermanson for the Expos, Michael Tucker, Reds, Ryan Christensen for the A's, There's a silver script to Dustin Hermanson for the Expos. Oh, nice. Super Tools. Larry Walker. You got that one, Johnny? Nice card. Nice looking card. Maglio Ordonez. Tony Gwynn. Jose Cruz Jr. and Carlos Guillen, Mariners. I don't know. Depends on what kind of grunts those are. You may want to check her diaper. You got the Walker. Well, you got another one. Mr. Gary Sheffield, the Dodgers. Frank Thomas. Little like studio throwback photo there. Damon Easley, Tigers. Ricky Leday. Roy Halladay for the Blue Jays. Dean Palmer, silver script, Tigers. Brian McRae, Mets. Bichette, Pazinski, Lombard. So collation's not the greatest here. There's Vlad's base card. Jose Canseco, Tampa Bay. I believe that's one of the reasons Ben Martin grabbed the Rays, from what he told me. Carlos Lee, White Sox. And we got a Dynamics, Sammy Sosa. I've not seen one of these before. Pretty cool looking. I think I like the Super Tools better. Ben Grieve, A's. Derek Bell, Astros. Jack McDowell. I do not remember him playing for the Angels. Pat Mears, Pirates. Rusty Greer, and Shane Monahan. Big smile there on Doug Lamble's face. Phillies. Manny Ramirez for Cleveland. There's Mo, the Yankees. Sean Berry, Brewers. Sean Casey, Reds. Carlos Beltran, there's the base card. Base card of Salmon. Adrian Beltre for the Dodgers. Mike Caruso for the White Sox. And Darren Fletcher for the Blue Jays. Jeff Cirillo, Brewers. Tom Glavine for the Braves. I have multiple copies of this card because I also have a little, it's kind of a defunct collection now, but a batting pitchers collection. So Juan Encarnacion, Tigers. Benito Santiago for the Cubbies. Bubba Trammell for the Rays. Ellis Burks, Giants. Here's a Gabe Kapler, silver script. Tigers. Smoltz for the Braves. Juan Gonzalez, Rangers. Trevor Hoffman, Padres. Jose Guillen. Oh, dang, look at this. We got an auto. Not a great one, but we got a Ryan Minor auto on card. Hey, Joseph. Did not expect that. Did not expect that. I saw the Richard McWilliams little, thing on the back, but when I opened the pack, but I did not expect a Pro Sign auto. Three packs to go. Yeah, 1 in 216 packs, at least in this configuration of MVP. O'Neill, Halladay, Finley, Jarrett Wright for the Indians, Travis Lee, Schilling for the Phillies, Edmonds, Brown, Cruz Jr., and a Chipper Jones swing time. Anybody know if Trading Card Database needs a scan of that Ryan Minor auto or any of the other inserts that we pulled tonight? I would imagine the inserts are probably already scanned in. Sandy Alomar, Indians. Billy Wagner, Houston. Tim Belcher, Angels. Sosa for the Cubs. Ray Langford, Cardinals. Eric Chavez, that is a silver script. The A's. Bobby Abreu, Phillies. Rod Beck, Cubs. Richard Delgado for the Stros. And Donnie Sadler, Red Sox. And our final pack. Barry Larkin, Reds, Halladay, and Scout's Choice, Carlos Beltran. So, look, we got one of every insert, I believe. Burnett's, Lofton, Wright, Kevin Young, Kevin Brown, and Denny Nagel for the Reds. So there we go. Auto scan. Thanks for telling me. So we're going to have some dupes out of the base set. So the silver scripts, again, we had Eric Chavez, Gabe Kapler, Dean Palmer, Dustin Hermanson, Alex Ochoa, Bobby Smith, Tim Salmon, and Carlos Beltran. Swing time, we have Tony Gwynn and Chipper Jones. Power Surge, Frank Thomas, Vlad Guerrero, and Albert Bell. Super Tools had Larry Walker. Dynamics, Sammy Sosa. Scout's Choice, Carlos Beltran. And then a surprise hit, Ryan Miner, ProSigs. So there we go. If I don't have to scan a lot of cards, which it doesn't sound like I will have to, I will get some recap posts created this weekend. Probably early next week. I'll do I got away from it the last couple of weeks, but I want to do a kind of a recap post for the entire month. Kind of got away from it the last couple of months. But I like doing those. So, all right. So if you have, unless you've been under a rock, I did go ahead and announce last week, or earlier this week, that next week we would be doing a hobby box of 2022 Panini Prism. 3 autos per box. And then I forget what the breakdown, does it say? Yeah. 15 prisms, silver prisms, 3 silver prisms per box on average. Hobby exclusive tiger stripes and giraffe prisms. I've seen one tiger stripe prism, obviously not from this year, but I have a Dansby Swanson as part of the rainbow from 2021. Look for hot boxes featuring 24 blue, navy blue, Carolina blue parallels. But you know the deal with Panini. Lots of color usually. 270 cards set. 110 base, 110 tier 2, 50 tier 3. And lots of colors. So ought to be a fun break. Yeah, you're right, Johnny. There are a lot of great names on that list. I think I have the Bruce Chato from the set. I think I do. But yeah. So I have this post all ready to go, and I'm not going to post it tonight, just because I'm not going to be glued to my computer to, quickly update the post. So we're going to stick to Sunday night. We'll stick to our Sunday evening posting of the cards, but I do have everything ready to go, so it should not be delayed. And then next week, so the week following this will be our first break for November. So next Friday is November the 4th. The following Friday is the 11th. I have a hobby box of Topps update 2022 update on its way. Paid for it this evening. The same source that I got this from, I've got the update coming from, and I'm going to try to pass on the savings to you guys and not, try to keep the prices low. The Prism box, I think the pricing on that, I think the minimum is going to be like $6 a team. But it's going to be anywhere from most teams are $6 or $7. There's a few teams that'll be $8. But again, I try not to price it too high. Keep it affordable, hence the name. So yeah, I get what you're saying, Johnny, about mid-range modern guys over legends. I've opened a couple of packs of Score Football, And I'm surprised. I'm shocked at how many older players, retired players, are on the checklist. Like for the Carolina Panthers, it's cool to see Luke Kuechly again. It's cool to see Wesley Walls, but some of the standout players on the team, especially on the defensive side of the ball, don't even get a card. Second year cornerback, rookie cornerback, J.C. Horn, Brian Burns. Yeah, they don't even get a card. But it does mean I can get like a cool Wesley Walls auto for like $5. So, but yeah, I got a love hate relationship with Panini. But anyhow, this will be on tap. Hopefully, you can grab your team of choice. Thank you guys for sticking it out. This is one of our longer breaks that we've done. But thanks to those that dropped by and caught at least a portion of it. I'll get some recap posts up this weekend. Check back Sunday evening on the Facebook group, and you can claim your favorite team or teams. We'll have that ready to go. But in the meantime, thank you guys again for your continued support. And you guys have a great weekend, and we'll catch you back here on the channel next week. And like all the YouTubers say, I guess I should say that at the beginning, like and subscribe. But thanks, guys. Y'all have a great one.